Hi everyone, my name is Elizabeth Sherry and I am the Director of Events for Twin Cities Wedding and Event Professionals, and I want to share with you how to network via Zoom in this new age of doing networking and meetings. So I have a couple quick tips to go over. It'll only take a couple minutes, but I think it'll be really helpful for you for all of the virtual meetings that we're going to be having for the coming weeks. So a couple of things, and if you don't mind, I'm going to look at my notes here that I took too. Background is very important. So I'm looking in my picture here, and you can see in my background some texture in the background. It's not a blank wall. This is not the most ideal setup as I look at it, because I'm actually at my office, which I haven't been to since St. Patrick's Day. So it has not been set up for what I have then adapted at my home, which was a virtual, almost movie set, I guess is what I could describe it as, with the lamp and everything. So I just want to show you that lighting is important. I'm going to turn off this lamp that I have in front of me so you can see I'm a little bit darker. If I had this light on, it's a little bit better. So always having that lamp in front of you, but behind your computer is helpful. So I recommend that. Another thing too, if you guys would like to go to the little arrow button by your video icon and go to video settings. A little quick tip here is that there's a little checkbox next to touch up my appearance. So if that's not checked, please do. It's not as amazing as Glamour Glow on Snapchat, but it's definitely going to do a little something for you if you want. So some other things that I want to say is, if you could see in the lower left-hand corner of this video, it says TCWP Connect, Collaborate, Succeed. In true networking fashion, that's not how I identify myself. So I would put my name, and depending on the situation, you can say your title, your company, or what you do. So I work at the Minnesota Chamber of Commerce. I'm going to put MN Chamber as part of my name, and then that should be showing up here. So I highly recommend that, because when you're in a networking event of 25, 50, sometimes in Zoom, that's all they identify you as. So if you have a phone number, or maybe even it's a section of your email address that's showing up, that's not the best way for people to recognize who you are and put a face to the name. So other pieces is eye contact. And as you could see, maybe in the video, you can notice when my eye contact shifts from what I'm doing right now, which is looking at the camera. It's a trick that I have, is I put a Post-it by the lens, so that way it is more easy for me to make eye contact with something versus me wanting to make eye contact with the people I'm talking to on the screen. It just makes you feel a little bit more a personal touch to connecting with people virtually. So just a note on that, if you do the Post-it trick, just don't cover up your microphone. I have made that mistake before. Those microphone pieces are sometimes right next to your camera. And then another asset that I use is my views. There's gallery view, there's speaker view. In a networking event of a larger group, maybe a size of 10 or more, I like to use speaker view. So that way Zoom will put a little box around which person is talking or what volume is coming from what individual. And then that way you get to see the specific person having the discussion at the time, versus seeing maybe all 25 or 50 you can even do sometimes too. So I recommend that setting for larger groups. And then the last little feature, and a lot of people I think are familiar with it at this point, but don't be afraid to use the chat feature below. So the chat feature is not only for the entire group, but you can actually send it to a specific individual. So in your networking event that you're going to be doing virtually, if you see somebody that you've been trying to connect with, they're on the Zoom chat, they'll be able to receive this message. So just send them a little note, maybe put your contact information in there and be like, hey, I'd love to touch base. Maybe we can set up a Zoom coffee chat separate from this, and make it feel very genuine and non-confrontational. So I hope these tips help. This is something really quick and easy to do. So hopefully at the next meeting, you guys can try and enjoy some of these tips that I've presented today. Everyone have a great day and stay well.